Now we are going to start with a new term, that is integrated rate expression. We are going to integrate the rate expression for different chemical reaction, right? Suppose I consider a general reaction. This is A moles of A reacting with B moles of B, giving rise of C moles of C and D moles of D, right? If I need to write the differential law equation for it, so obviously it is going to be rate is equal to constant concentration of A raised to power x and concentration of B raised to power y. Right. If I need to write in a general way, that means what does the rate indicate? Obviously decrease in the concentration of reactant with respect to time. This I am considering the instantaneous rate, that means the reaction is not completed yet, but if still in the mid I am just going to say that what kind of concentration of reactant we get to see at that specific point. So that means I am concerned with the instantaneous rate. Right. So that means the change in concentration of reactant with respect to time can be written as equal to rate constant, concentration of A raised to power x, concentration of B raised to power y. And obviously like we will be knowing this x and y from experiments, different experiments, right. Now if I need to draw a graph for it, what kind of graph we get? This is a graph, concentration versus time. So obviously we know that the concentration of reactant decreases, right. So this is the graph which is indicating the decrease, a line which is indicating the decrease in the concentration of reactant. Like we have this reaction, this line corresponding to the concentration of product. So this is reactant and this is product. As you can see, the concentration of reactant is decreasing with time and the concentration of product is increasing with time. Now if I wish to see, suppose I say I wish to see the rate of the reaction at this given point A, that means I am looking for an instantaneous rate. You know that for instantaneous rate we need to draw a tangent, right. And likewise if I want to know the rate of the reaction at this point, that means I have to draw a tangent again. So that means for knowing the instantaneous rate we need to draw tangent, and you know that drawing tangent and knowing the instantaneous rate is something a big task, right. So now what we are going to do, we are just going to integrate the rate expression. So see what happens at different like in the different experiments at different points in a span of time, you get to see the different instantaneous rate. So it is very difficult to calculate. So we are just going to write the integrating rate expression depending upon the order of the reaction. Now what is this integrated the rate expression for zero order reaction? First we are going to consider the integrated rate expression for the zero order. You know that for zero order we have already done that rate is equal to rate constant, concentration of reactant raised to power 0, because that means the rate of reaction is just equal to the constant for a zero order reaction, because x is equal to 0. So we can write that in terms of the decrease in concentration we can write minus dr upon dt is equal to k. We can write this way, right. I can also write this as dr upon dt, that is change in concentration of r with respect to time, is equal to minus k. We can write either of, right. So now what I am going to do, I am just going to shift this dt to that side. So what does it become? It becomes dr is equal to minus k dt, right. Now I am going to integrate these expressions. So I am integrating this and I am integrating this expression. On integrating dr, what we get? We get r, and by integrating this we get minus kt and some constant. Let us take that constant I, right. So this is constant which is going to possess the different values, as we know that there is a different value for rate at different temperature, right. So now we are just going to start like we are going to know the value of this I at as we know the different rate, there is a different rate of reaction at different temperature. Now I am going to consider the rate of reaction on considering the time as 0. So when the time is 0, the rate of reaction is considered like for example the rate of reaction is considered to be R naught, right. So putting this value in this equation, what we get R as R naught is equal to minus k. Time is obviously going to be 0, right. So I am going to substitute 0 here. minus k into 0 plus I. So this expression just cancels out because anything multiplied by 0 we know is 0. So now it becomes R naught is equal to I. So this is the value like we have got for this constant I when the time is 0 and R is R naught. Now suppose that the reaction is proceeding as the time is increasing, so time is increasing from 0 to like t, right. So in the second case what I am considering, I am just changing the time, like we are thinking that the reaction is started from time t is equal to 0, now it is proceeding from time is equal to t. So for this time t we get, suppose, rate of reaction as R, right. So again putting this value in this principal equation, this one, we get R is equal to minus kT, because now the temperature is not 0, it is T, right. So that is why I have substituted T here, minus kT plus I, right. Now we have the value for I, we have the value I is equal to R naught. Now I am going to substitute this value of this constant from this expression to there. So what I get R is equal to minus kT plus R naught, right. By shuffling them I can have the expression R minus R naught divided by time is equal to minus k, right. So that means for 0 order, after integrating the equation, this is the integrated rate equation. Now we are in a position to draw a graph. Suppose this R indicate y and this indicate mx, and suppose this constant is c. So that means I am just going to draw it graphically, where rate is going to be indicated by y axis, right. So I am going to indicate the rate on y axis, and time, because this is constant, so time is indicated on x axis, right. So what happens in 0 order, what we get to see? We get to see that the concentration of reactant decreases. This is something R naught, here the time is 0 and this is indicating R. You know what is the slope of this graph actually gives? Obviously it gives the value of the constant, that is the minus k. So this is the 0 order integrated rate expression. I think you got it. How you have to derive this integrated rate expression? You need to write the rate expression first for a 0 order reaction. Then we just wrote in the form of instantaneous rate, simply because we know that the concentration of reactant decreases with time. So I just simply wrote this term in terms of mathematical expression. Then after integrating we get this result. Now I consider in first case time as 0 and rate as R naught, right. And then I consider time as T and rate as R, right. So we just derived this. So we got R is equal to R naught upon T is equal to minus K, and we can just explain this expression in terms of graph also. So I just draw a graph for this equation in which it is indicating the R naught, this is the rate, and this is the slope is minus k, and this is the time, right. So this is how you are going to derive the integrated rate expression for 0 order reaction. Now we will be doing the integrated rate expression for first order reaction.